Last time on Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
Look tense, Justice.
No, I'm fine.
That screeching noise, is that your voice?
Ouch! Damn, I didn't think Pete was doing that bad a job.
I suppose it is to be expected. Your first trial, and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh?
No,
Smart
sir.
small?
He doesn't start small.
Look, I'm a grower, not a shower, okay? The court is now in session.
Nah.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What are you laughing at?
I knew it was coming, but it's... I love it.
Look, I'm starting to think you're not taking this seriously, you little upstart.
The defense is, fine. I mean ready, Your Honor.
Oh, quite sure. Your voice sounds a bit strange.
Stop being mean to Pete. His voice is fine.
This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright.
To think, I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains. Why'd you pan away from me? I wasn't done talking. The crime occurred at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant, which I'm sure is a shock.
Taylor, you're killing me. Oh my God.
And he hit him. Wham! On the head. Smack!
I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon.
And now we
Fingerprints are
can...
on
Yeah,
it.
fingerprints are on it.
I examined the bottle in question, and it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints.
What's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant?
Well, that's true. Do you mind?
Objection!
I was bloody talking.
Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. He was holding the bottle inverted, and there can only be one reason for that: to brain someone with the bottle.
The defendant was in the room the very moment the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this? The answer is simple. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
Hold on just a moment. Where is the witness?
Judge, really?
Your Honor, I do understand that you probably have glasses, but she is kind of just right
She's
there.
right.
I understand.
That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. That man flew at the victim and is strangling him to death.
Strangled, you say? This report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Miss O'Reilly, did you witness the crime? Hello, and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
Did you want to say Apollo Justice Phoenix Wright?
I really wanted to say Phoenix Wright. I'm sorry, Apollo.
Pete, you're the main character. You can't be forgetting the name.
Well, I just, you know when the whole franchise is called, like, Phoenix Wright something?
Yeah.
It is difficult. So,
Pete, you are John Apollo Justice.
I don't know why you keep saying these things, like what difference it's supposed to make about me remembering the title of the game. Anyway, before we hop in, I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Taylor.
Nice. And if you find yourself enjoying today's episode, why don't you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell. It really helps us out.
Yeah.
And now let's get back to Turnabout Trump.
Oh, God. Why did they have to? Why did it have to be called that? Oh, Smug Apollo.
Smug Apollo.
Smug Apollo is smug.
Oh, really, Miss O'Reilly? I think I caught you in your own lie this time.
Justice. I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more.
What do you mean? I found a contradiction.
There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me.
Very well. It seems we should continue the cross-examination.
Do you know what I'd like to know, guys? What the one thing in her testimony is that troubles him is?
We'll have to find out next time.
I want to say it was something to do with, like, her reaching over... Phoenix reaching over and...
Oh, was it like to strangle him or something?
Yeah,
Was it, there was some like hands on his neck, but he wasn't strangled.
Yeah, because Nick's wearing his pendant.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's something to do with that.
Yes.
I can't... It might not be. I can't
I'm
remember.
inclined to agree. There's such a thing as thinking too much. Such a thing as thinking too much. There we go. Sorry. The horse is dead. Let's stop beating it.
There is such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too.
What? I'm hoping this voice will get better over time, so I do apologize to those of you who feel that I'm wrecking or ruining
Wait,
your
no,
boy.
Pete. You apologize.
Oh my god, Taylor.
Boom, got him.
If you were in the same room, I would have my hands around your neck and I'd be like,
Anything is better than my judge voice
Oh,
right now.
don't be
So, or just any voice at the minute.
Sarah,
that I've got,
you're-
'cause they're awful.
Sarah, everyone knows you're the most talented among us.
Yeah, that's questionable.
So, okay, so do we go after he tried to strangle the victim, he hit him with the bottle, and do we present the autopsy report here?
Oh, that was it. It was
Although,
because
after-
it was the death. It was. She said she strangled him. She said that Nick strangled him, but no, the cause of death was a blunt force trauma. to the head.
hemorrhaging.
But after the defendants tried to strangle him, he hit him with the bottle. But are there any marks on his neck that suggest he was strangled? No.
Just the one on his head.
Have we already presented the autopsy report last
Yes,
time?
we already did.
I can't remember.
I think we did. I think that's why she amended her testimony.
Okay, so do we go? It ain't that. Oh no. No.
We're
So
off to a good start.
we're not sullying our perfect record this early in. Okay, so we gotta find the contradiction. Spot the liar. Yes. Oh my goodness. It's like
Yeah,
no,
the bit
the no
happened.
skipping. Okay, so they asked for him to deal cards. It was cold. Both players played with hats on. Yeah, because Nick's got his beanie and Shady.
Oh, was that it? Why is there a mark? Like, he couldn't be wearing his hat if that mark's there. Like, surely that wouldn't leave a mark through his hat.
No, I don't know.
Maybe.
Although it is interesting because the brim of his hat's right there, though, isn't it? I suppose if it was hitting
Yeah.
the forehead.
I don't know.
The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Then, last hand is done, something terrible has happened. Duh. After defendant tried to strangle victim, he hit him with bottle. I mean,
Or is it the bottle because there's no blood on it?
I guess it had Wright's fingerprints on it, supposedly, though.
Yeah, it does.
But
I
you
mean,
would
but-
think that there would be blood or something on there.
Do you though? I don't think there'd be blood on it, especially if he was wearing his hat at the time. Because here it's saying that his hat was removed during the investigation. So if the hat will have absorbed any blood, and to be fair, if you hit someone with like an object, they don't necessarily bleed immediately. Like the bleeding will kind of be more in turn. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate if you hit someone hard enough, I know that. But like, generally speaking, hitting someone doesn't just make them bleed, it makes them bruise.
Well, no, but I mean, getting hit on the forehead does tend to make blood gush out pretty, you got a lot of blood vessels up there, but I honestly don't know.
Let's try the autopsy.
You
should
should
we
probably
press
do a safety save so we don't have to...
Go through all that again. Okay, you're right. Oopsie, excuse me. Okay, so we'll try that, and if not, we'll press it. Yep, no, let's press it. This will be where it's exactly the same as last week, and everyone's once again being like,
Probably.
guys!
And I can't remember because I haven't done the recap yet. So.
For goodness sake, people, what are you doing?
Did you
Hold
did you
it!
show the...
You didn't say anything about hitting before.
Sorry, I must be forgetting this.
Witness, we will take greater care with your testimony.
Oh, I sorry, Your Honor.
And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. The defendant made to strangle his victim and then changed his mind, like my ex-wife did, and chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. Yes, that sums it up nicely. I don't even know if this is the same voice I used as last time. I think so.
It's pretty much on it, yep. So, he strangled him, then hit him? Something's fishy about all this.
Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do.
Do we? Right, sir. Leave it to me. there were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, I've got you now, O'Reilly. Orly. I really don't like saying oh really. So, I mean, But do we have something to say that she definitely did it, though?
You'd think there'd be marks on his neck, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But again, if he did try to strangle him, I mean, I think we've already sussed it in that he had in his photo, and we can't get at the profiles. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So here we've got a picture of him with the locket, and then all the other pictures he doesn't have it. And then we've noticed that Nick does have the locket. Well, has a locket himself, so that looks very similar. So I think you're right in that he procured the locket from the guy, and then the whole hitting on the head thing. I don't know, but like he did. He obviously
removed during investigation.
Yeah, I pointed that out before.
It's alright. I weren't paying attention, obviously.
But he doesn't. Yeah, he won't have any strangulation marks because he wasn't strangled. It just may have looked like he was strangled. But I don't know how we can. How are we supposed to turn this around to say, "Oh, it was you"? In fact,
the only thing, I mean, she's got the mittens on, so her fingerprints wouldn't be left on the bottle, and the way that Nick had the bottles there, we know that him picking it up that way means something. But I mean, again, unless it is the bottle or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. Like, it's tricky because there's nothing to sort of point it at her, unless, like I say again, unless we're being like properly done. Last hand is done. Something terrible has happened.
It's on that last statement. Whatever it is on that last statement, because that's the one where Apollo was like, "I've got you now."
I mean, I guess we could.
Was the bottle on the table the whole time?
I guess this is a different room.
Yeah.
Like it's on its side, on Shady Smith's side of the room. I mean, unless it's.
Wait.
What? What? Out loud. Say it out loud.
No, it's all right. It's nothing.
Just say something.
No, it's
Sarah,
nothing.
It could be anything. Just say it.
It's
Say
nothing.
it. Just
No,
please.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
nothing.
You really should say, but so let's just. No, Taylor, it's not the bottle. So
Okay,
anyway,
then maybe it's the last picture then.
so we're gonna be defeated by the first game. No. Or is it one of those where the last statement's revealed and then that sort of makes you think, oh, well, hang on a second. Hang on. The whole time it is hand in his neck. It was cold. Both players played with their hats on.
Deal cards.
Both players played with their hats on. The victim plays the whole hand with it. Plays the whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Well, then do we go... There we go. There's no locket there. Okay. Objection! There was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But what does it mean? Wait, but what does it mean?
Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is that you're thinking so intensely about?
Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said.
I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar.
No, but look at this photograph. Look at this
Every
graph.
time I do, it makes me laugh.
Look at this graph.
Oh, God.
Do you see a locket on the victim's neck?
Well done, Justice. I'm impressed.
I mean,
it only
okay.
took you 10 attempts.
But
I knew you'd be able to handle this.
But what does it mean?
If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor.
It's quite simple when you think about it.
We're doing it again, aren't we? We're trying to show the damn banana. But
Okay.
what we're supposed to be doing is showing the picture of the banana.
So right, the contradiction was about the locket, not in the way that he was killed or anything.
Yep.
Headache.
Really 10
If the
minutes
locket
in.
is gone, someone must have taken it off, no?
Taking it off? Wait! You don't mean...
Removed, detached,
No, I got that!
collected. The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it?
Oh,
Ah!
I mean, yeah.
defendant, what do you have to say to this? Say,
Yes?
I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you?
Oh? You mean this? Yes, it's a locket. With a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter.
Oh, interesting. Why would the other guy have a picture of his daughter?
Maybe he had to put it in as.
I was gonna say maybe he anteed it up early and Shady won it, but then he won it back.
Also, I think more importantly, Nick has a daughter?
That's true. That's
You
true.
what, mate?
That's true.
Did he cheat on Mystic Maya? Is that what happened?
Oh, Taylor.
No,
She's
Pearly.
like-
I
she's
could, I
like
could
12.
hear Pearly winding her fist in the distance. She's Naruto running down the train tracks again, ready to whirlwind his punch into his face.
Come again?
Mr. Wright, you have a daughter?
If only we'd advance the text, guys.
Explain.
Well, Your Honor, the birds and the bees. It's as simple as this, really.
Well, never mind. I was gonna say, that whole come again thing. She asked me to do that, and that was kind of the end of it.
Oh dear.
We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter.
Who? So, Mr. Wright has a locket too. Why don't I buy that this is just a coincidence?
Because there is no such thing as a coincidence.
There's no such thing as coincidence.
Well, now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost. Badly.
So really,
God dang it.
you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the defendant.
Please don't.
Duh.
Ah, crud.
Okay. Serious competition.
The game began with 3,500 pointed chips for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning, it was victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. The moment loss was decided, defendant grabs bottle from table and
Okay.
Indeed. Looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow. Yeah. How the mighty have fallen, eh?
Oh boy.
How many times have I heard these words? I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and I regret what I've done.
That wasn't me. Sorry.
A common tale, but true.
Me thinks the judge watches movies too... Wait. Me thinks the judge... Okay, let me try again. Me
Justice,
thinks the judge
you
watches
have-
too many old court movies.
Are you all right over there? You seem to be
Yes!
stumbling over your words in your
I'm
head.
fine, Your Honor. Wait, you're not even Your Honor. I'm fine.
Oh,
Christoph.
Lord.
Mr. Gavin.
I think it's more of a, Your Honor, I done it in a foot of angle, but I am so sorry about what I done.
I'm so terribly sorry. Methinks the court watches too many old... The judge! Why can't I read today?
Justice, the court can't watch
Methinks-
anything. The court is an inanimate entity.
What the hell is wrong with me? Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies. I'm not even joking. I was so close to saying court again. I need to get past this.
Pete saw the methinks, and then everything else just stopped. Just fried something.
too many movies.
Oh, God. Oh, Jar
Mr.
Jar.
thinks the court watches too many movies. Mr. Wright said he hasn't been lost in 7 years.
That's not even a good Jar Jar voice. I'm totally screwed today. It's just what else could go wrong? Can anything else go wrong today?
Can we not jinx it, please? Like, could we not?
Mr. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years. So this testimony must be wrong. Here we is competition. Okay, so I don't think that matters. House chips come in 2 sizes. We can see that from the photographs. The one who is winning, it was the victim. I mean, the thing is that does appear to be the... Dang it. That does definitely appear to be the case here. Because he's got the...
He's got a lot of big chips.
He's got a lot of big chips. I mean, I'm assuming they're not going to be like, all the big chips represent small values, and all the small chips represent big values.
God.
Because that would be pretty annoying, wouldn't it? I mean, to be fair, that's the only way that this could actually be could be incorrect.
Can you look at the photo again?
Which, yeah, sure. Which one?
The one of the table.
Because yeah, you can see Shady Smith's legs.
Oh, sorry.
Is that what you were going to go for?
Well, and
No.
his hand is the winning one, but yeah.
Well, no. Look how many chips he's got as well.
Yeah.
Again, assuming that the big chips mean large amounts of money, which you would assume. But let's press this thing. Hold it! You're telling me that Mr. Wright, undefeated for 7 whole years, was losing?
Duh! It must have been most unlucky day for him. I am glad I did not take other picture of him. It would break camera, certainly.
Wow.
The chips, they went always to victim's side of table.
So you're telling us it was a one-sided game? Much like the one-sided relationship I've been in for the past 20 years. Sharon! Oh, sorry.
Do you need help, Mr. Payne?
No, please. It's fine. It's fine.
Duh! One-sided and...
All right, hang on a second. Hang on. Let's just double check the 2 sizes. Hold it! Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used?
Duh! Duh! Of course!
Why is she freaking out?
Something's fishy with these chips.
Eh?
Should I press harder?
Something's
Harder.
fishy with the chips, you said.
Let's press.
Well, that's why
Maybe-
I died, then. It was the chips all along.
Maybe you
It
could.
was the chips.
Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips.
Well, Justice, you see there are these wedges cut out of potato, and they're typically salted.
Mr. Gavin, I
and
know
put
that.
into-
I'm not talking about confection.
Oh my
Food.
goodness, I'm so sorry.
Foodstuffs.
Explain! What is there to be explained?
Objection! Poker
Oh.
chips are poker chips. They're not.
Oh
If
my
only
god.
we'd advanced the text.
That wasn't me.
They're not fish and chips, or not a chip off the old block, not a motorcycle cop, not a.
Thanks. Now that I've pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars? Or rubles even?
Yet, as I have been saying before, it was game, not gambling. Hard, perhaps, for capitalists to understand. two types of chip. 100 points chip and 1,000 points chip.
Oh, the fact that this is being dragged out this much, the big ones are going to be the small, are going to be the 100, aren't they?
Yeah. It is not money, da.
Justice.
Sir,
Don't you find her comments interesting?
in more ways than one, sir.
I'd have it added to her testimony myself.
Well, what does the defense want the witness to
Because she
answer?
said it was 3,500 points, but those chips aren't going to add up to that amount. I have a feeling.
Oh, what was it again? It was 100 and...
1,000.
Oh, you mean the amount of chips on the table. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Yes. I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Add it to the testimony. Oh, I wish I knew where I was going with this. Hey! You're not supposed to hear me! That's my internal monologue! Internal!
I'm afraid that your internal thoughts have got a megaphone attached to them.
Well, I'm so sorry. I didn't know everyone around here could read blue text!
Even I'm partially sighted and I can read it as clear as
Oh,
day.
God damn it!
And I'm all the way up here.
For Christ's sakes!
Very well. Witness, if you would be so kind.
Da, Your Honor.
Okay, 3,500. Right, okay, let's do it. It's math time, people.
Oh, that's me out then.
Here we go. 3,500. So what was it? 1,000 and...
100.
Okay, there's no way. So it's like,
There's
if
six,
you assume...
There's 6 little chips. There's 6 little chips. They're the ones worth 1,000 then.
Well, or even if you assume that they're worth 100, the bigger chips are worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
That's way more chips than she said that they had.
No, 3,500 each. They both start with 3,500. That means they'll have 5 of the big chips each and 3 of the little chips each. It's inverted. I was right. Son of Bihosh. Okay. So when we go, the one who was winning was the victim. We say, wait a minute.
Bull crap.
Wait a minute. In case it's the picture of the banana.
Just in case it's the banana again.
Hang on. Objection!
Yeah.
You're sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure?
Objection!
Oh my God.
It seems our new attorney is a bit, confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won, if you're not in kindergarten.
Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court?
Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points?
Why, the big ones, of course. Duh.
I mean, that's the natural assumption, sure. Oh, I thought so too. But then, the totals don't add up.
The totals?
Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips, and the combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points.
Yes. If my calculations are correct, let's see, 3 plus 1, carry the 5.
They are, Your Honor. Now, look at this photograph. Oh my God. Look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up,
How much is it?
so the...
Oh,
the
wait,
sta-
are you in kindergarten,
I was gonna say, the
Mr.
thing you were
Payne?
saying about kindergarten, kindergarten, oh my God.
At least I can talk. Jesus Christ.
Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you? 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Oh, shoot.
But why? How could this be?
Exactly, Justice. And now that you know the what, you must determine the why.
Well, I don't know why they used the wrong side. Right. There's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Where? Well, no, both were right. The chip count was right. The starting point, I think, chip count. I think both were right. The thing is, it's the assumption that was wrong, that Shady Smith was winning.
Yeah.
He wasn't winning because Nick has more of the red chips, which means he has, what,
Right,
4,000?
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4,500 points. 1, 2,
40
3, 4, 5,
not-
6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 900.
It's not
Yeah.
4,500. It's 4,100. The big ones are worth 100.
Oh, 4,100. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, so... And then the Shady's got 1,100. So yeah, Nick was winning.
He's got 2,000... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2,900 points. So
Well, if each of the black chips are worth 100, that's
100.
900 points.
Yes.
Oh, and then the red chips are worth 1,000.
Correct. So that's
That
2,900.
just keeps friggin' screwing me up.
Yeah.
I can't do math either, apparently.
So it's like 2,900 for Shady Smith, 4,100 for Nick. Okay, so I want to say I think that both statements are correct because that's not the issue. But I could...
Yeah,
but
the
it's
issue
either
is
that-
the assumption was wrong.
It's either that or it's the chip count, I think. Each man began the game with 3,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown in this photograph, then there can be only one answer.
Well, what is it?
The value of the chips was the other way around.
What?
Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones. Which I don't know why I'm saying it like this because it was established just a moment ago. I thought, oh no, wait, no, it wasn't. No, we
No,
established
we
it.
established it.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Madness! Utter madness!
That finally something we agree
Everyone
on.
knows that bigger is better. That's why my wife left me.
Show me that photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and 10 large chips. Why, that does make 7,000 points when you add them up.
Excellent work, Justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself.
Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it.
Objection!
Jesus.
But wait! The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing!
Indeed, victim did have the larger number of chips still.
But then why did he hit him then? That changes nothing. There we go.
Ah!
Exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are why can't I speak? If the small
You
chips
can't speak,
are 1,000
I can't
points
add.
and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table, which we've already done.
We already did that.
He's having an existential crisis over there.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points, and the defendant had 4,100 points.
Well now, it seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all.
That's impossible!
sorry.
No, I'm
do-
glad it's making you chuckle.
I say
legitimately.
impossible. My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning.
Yeah!
Now, Miss Orly, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime, weren't you? This is really impressive, by the way.
Yeah.
Order! Order! It appears our defendant has lost his motive, and Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened. We must now ask ourselves whether... Excuse me, I was bloody talking.
Oh, it was her?
Hold it!
Excuse me. What is it, Miss O'Reilly?
Orly, I don't know. I freaking pronounce it.
I did not want to be saying this, but
I know we talked about it last time, and we were like, "Oh, it's oh really." I think it is Orly, but the pun is oh really.
I guess
I think
I mean, it's like Orly, Yarly. I don't know.
I don't know. It just
Look, it's 2000s mean humor. That was a long time ago, unfortunately.
long time ago.
That was back when I still had hope for society. That was back when I was told that if you work hard and went to school, you could get a rewarding job that would pay all of your bills and then buy a house. That didn't happen at all.
Taylor currently VAing in his sleeping bag in the cardboard box that he lives in
Oh God.
in the soup kitchen.
Oh God.
Yes.
actually, you see,
See what, Miss O'Reilly? What do we see?
in the last hand, there was cheat.
Oh,
Oh,
for God's sake.
Here we go.
Hang on a second. 4 aces, 3 kings, 3 sevens. Are the suits messed up? No. No, I don't see it right now.
Wait, go back to the aces real quick.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah, ace of clubs, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds.
So I'm
and
saying
then-
the suits are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, yeah, and then the ace of spades!
Volume 8. Yeah, there's nothing weird going on there.
Also, a very fun gun in Destiny.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
A cheat? You don't mean a trick?
Wait, or did you mean a scam?
Oh, for pity's sake.
They're all the same thing.
There was cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with chips as they are.
Am I just like missing this?
Wait, hold up. Up there, in the upper right hand, or the top of the screen, there's a card on the floor.
A spade.
Don't know what.
Well, it's a spade of something.
But there's a card. There's
There's
card
also
at
a
the
hearts
bottom.
at the
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah, I'm not
And there
seeing.
are cards scattered on the floor. So.
Yeah, I just bet that particular card is gonna. Maybe I'm wrong.
Great. Just great. First we have lying, now cheating.
Well, this case certainly has taken a turn, or a turnabout, for the interesting.
Thank you.
Is there something
love it,
wrong,
really.
Justice? Your face is contorted into the most disgusting shape
Oh,
imaginable.
there's nothing wrong at all, sir. You're so funny.
Is your
That's just Pete.
student quite all right, Mr. Gavin?
Yes, I think he's just having an allergic reaction.
Yes, I thought so. Medic? We might need a medic in here.
It's like just rocking back and forth.
And send for the
Again,
men in white
you-
coats as well. I think he's gone to
This is when Pete, when we all meet up, Pete does have the Gollum moment. He's like,
We must strangle him. He says the stupid things all the time. No, he's our friend, but he hurts us. He hurts us.
The only difference is that it isn't in that voice. It's just in my
I don't
normal
like.
voice.
I don't like this image of being married to Gollum either. That's pretty mean to say about my husband.
Yeah, it is. So next time we meet up, I may strangle him. He hurts us. I may strangles him.
"I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to." No.
I'm sure you weren't.
Now I feel bad. I'm gonna go.
Sarah, Chuck, do you want to the judge? Do you want? Shall we continue?
Do you
Shall
want to the judge?
Shall we advance the text, everybody?
Witness! Will you please testify to the court? Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
Here we go again. The final hand.
The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment, game becomes argument. The defendant's trick was exposed.
Sorry, am I being a dumbass here? Like, is it this picture? Yeah, you can't see there. And that's not relevant. There are 3 kings. There isn't a 4th. There are 4
Correct.
aces.
And there are 4.
Yeah. And there are 3 sevens. I mean, it just doesn't... I'm not seeing it. Unless I'm being... unless, as you say, Taylor.
I mean, I'm sure she's gonna explain in a
I
minute.
would
I
hope
sure
so.
hope so, because I'm just like, I don't see it.
He took a bottle in hand. Poor Mr. Smith.
No, no, they didn't explain it.
Ms. Orly, why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning? I thought I smelled a cover-up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers.
What?
I said that in my mind. Stop reading my blue text!
Full house is a very high-scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience.
That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics.
Actually,
I don't.
yeah, that is the other... Yeah, because I'm thinking about...
I don't understand poker rules.
So, with poker, isn't there cards usually dealt in the middle of the table? And you have like a hand... I could be totally wrong.
I feel it. It's a full house. It's not that full house. Okay, that's not. I did not want the comedy. Thank you.
Jesus!
Google lets you down once
Come on,
again.
Paint.
Three cards of one rank and 2 cards of another rank. Okay, no, that's that's a full house.
Can we advance the text?
I said it!
Okay.
Less than scrupulous tactics!
I just don't remember you saying...
Yeah, he did. He did.
Mr. Gavin, what's a full house?
Well, it was this particular sitcom back, I believe, in the 90s. It featured a small group of people. I think it was it was supposed to be a heartwarming thing, but it had some weird moments in it.
I don't mean to stop you, but I mean a full house of poker!
Oh, you should have said that.
Lawyers these days, you don't know your poker!
I mean, I don't know my poker, I'm going to be honest.
No, me neither.
I know Poker Face.
Yeah, I know that one.
I think you mean it's poker face. Poker face.
Ma.
God. Jesus Christ.
Mama!
No, that's the wrong one.
I know. I was just carrying on the stupid.
I can't say this bodes well for your case or career.
What is this? Some kind of secret court poker ring?
Just is. You know the terms 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of a kind, yes?
Yeah, no problem. 2 cards with the same number makes a pair, and 3 makes a 3 of a kind.
Good. And now picture a hand with 1 pair and 1 3 of a kind. That's a full house.
Are we messing up because the count, the number of cards? Nope,
No.
there's still 5.
3 pair, 2 pair. Yep.
That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it?
Are they both a full house then?
Yeah, they are. They're both
Yeah,
a full house.
I
But
suppose it's-
so
yeah, the
so
probability.
Shady would have won the last hand because the suits of his cards were higher. Like
Right.
3 kings will beat 3 sevens.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
You can see each player's hand in this photo. Which the defendant just hurriedly pulled up before I did it.
Wow. They both have full houses.
Which the defendant also just pointed out. We forget there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat! Like my of an ex-wife.
Whoa!
this
Jesus!
is-
Wow.
Oh boy.
Damn!
I wasn't expecting him to go that way. There's an easy way to make a full house. Cheat! It's just like...
I'm going to gavel that
Oh, the W
multi-word.
word.
Yes.
Sorry.
Defense may
Like
cross-examine
my woman of easy virtue of an ex-wife.
Mr. Payne, save it for the marriage counselor!
Ah!
Oh, and now I haven't said my bloody
I thought you
line!
had said it. You said you could.
I
Just
didn't
is.
get
Did you?
to.
Oh, you
It's
forgot
very
to say the
impolite to
witness.
skip
Oh,
the
for-
judges.
Fine, just carry on then.
Come on, it's fine. You can say it.
The defense may cross-examine the bloody witness.
We're doing well today, guys. It's
Yeah.
like you would think that with as many of these games as we have played, as many hours as we have sunk into them, eventually we would settle into some kind of smooth rhythm where we would proceed with the game at a steady pace. No.
We're just
That does not happen.
we're just chaotic good.
If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat?
Donald Trump! Woo! Where did that come from?
Maybe that's why it's called Turnabout Trump then. Foreshadowing.
Jesus, like 20 years. They called it 20 years ago.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
You know, I'm just noticing this and it's really bothering me. But like, if you look at O'Reilly's hand and the way it's in her mitten, it's just kind of like there's just a lot of extra flesh there. Like it's kind of just looks a little unnatural.
No, it's her thumb.
Given the
It's her thumb. If you bend your hand like that, it's the
Yeah.
like skin leading up to her thumb. The
Yeah.
weird thing to me is probably like the oven gloves perhaps a little too long.
I think maybe that's what it is.
But anyway,
It just-
it's not that. I mean, I guess it does kind of look weird, but that is what your hand does.
Are you saying I am weird? I don't like this insinuation.
Okay, they both had the full house. There's the deck of four. Deck of four cards. Did you say? There is 4 of each card in deck, from ace to king. If you look at both, the cheat's not obvious. The next moment, the game.
I
becomes
feel
an
like you got to
argument.
press that middle statement because that's like what is she saying?
What this?
Yeah.
Well, because they both had the full house, I guess.
Hold it! How is it clear?
Well, the defendant, he played a 5th ace.
What?
What?
5th ace?
Where? I still remember both hands very well. Mr. Smith's hands had 3 aces.
What? No, it doesn't.
No,
Where
it- no,
is
not,
he hiding it
not,
then?
not in this picture. It doesn't.
Where is he hiding it? Up his butt? And Mr. Wright's too.
What? That's not even like. That's not even a good lie. Obviously, cheating was afoot. Perhaps I should say, a hand.
This is why you'll
There we go.
I'm a
This
good
is
one.
why life leave you.
Ouch. Your Honor, perhaps this could be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke. And I
call
do
it
use that term loosely.
Very loosely.
Oh, very well. The witness will add this detail to her testimony, please.
Yeah, that's just not even. So, like, as much time as we spent on the first one, it's like that's not even like. It's not even.
So-
It's not even good.
I am going to do
Although-
a safety save in case it's the whole picture of the banana, but like
I wonder if she's going to be like, "Oh no, card fell down," and that is.
Objection! It appears the witness is mistaken.
Mistaken? But my name.
Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony.
That's the photo of the chips, is it not?
Yes, Judge, if you look
Justice.
at everything else.
Oh no.
Perhaps you want to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend.
Right. Judge, look, picture. Look carefully. Cards on the picture. Ignore chips. Cards do not show extra ace.
Why
Well
are you
done.
talking to me like I'm a child? Look, I
In
may
other
be
words-
old, but I'm not senile.
Oh, right. Well,
Use your finger to point out your point.
sorry, sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Gavin here did suggest that I explain it to you in a way that you could understand.
Don't throw your bed drawer under the bus.
I don't know this man.
Okay. Save me.
No. Yes. Please point out the contradiction in this photo. What particular point contradicts the witness's testimony?
it's gonna be this over here, I guess. This whole
Yeah.
section. So
Take that! Miss Orly, in your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. But as you can clearly see, the victim's hand only held 2 aces. Oh, Jesus.
Objection! Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the third ace in question.
Objection! Take another look at the evidence.
Ah, crap.
As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Where's this 5th ace? I see cheating, all right, and it's going on right here in this courtroom.
That was pretty smooth, Justice. Well done.
Thank you.
2 aces in each player's hand does make 4 aces total.
I'm-
See, I can add up.
Whew.
Hardly proof of cheating.
Oh, wait, please. It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace.
And she's going to reveal a photograph of it, I expect.
It's gonna be that card on the ground in the upper corner, I bet.
There was cheating. I swear to you.
That's odd. She must be lying. Yet she's the most sincere I've seen her all day.
You're right to trust your instincts.
Mr. Gavin?
Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion.
What might that be, Mr. Gavin?
If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards?
The cards?
The cards.
The cards?
The cards. Mr. Payne,
Yes?
the player's hands that night was say. It just plucked him right off.
You're right,
like
sir.
like Lego figures. The player's hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not?
Gruesome.
The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court.
Very well. The prosecution will submit this evidence.
And one of them's going to be like have a red back,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which you will examine?
Which will you examine?
Well, which will you examine? Go away.
We're all just doing, well, you and I.
Eat poop.
Aww.
The victim's cards or the defendant's cards?
These cards don't prove cheating was going on. Nothing will. Now, which of these hands is more suspicious?
Well, the victim's hand, I guess. Because that's
I
what-
would think so,
Because she's
yeah.
saying he had the extra ace, right?
Right.
It was the victim's hand that changed over the course of the witness's testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards.
Mr. Smith's cards.
Very well. Mr. Payne, if you would.
Very well. Play 52 card pickup.
Like, why couldn't they just put them both in the court record? Why have they got to make it so awkward?
Well, time's a wasting. Get to it, Justice.
All right, jeez. Oh, look, it's some cards.
Oh, would you look at that?
It's
Well-
not the ace, though. It's the king.
It's a king.
The
Weird.
kings. Because the deck of cards that was on the table was all blue. So he had 4 red cards.
Oh.
Like,
Huh,
he must have been hiding that under his hand because it would have been obvious.
Only one of the cards has a blue back. I'm much more of a red guy myself. Blue is so... not red, you know?
Is that a slight
Really?
at me, Justice? No, Mr. Wright.
The card backs are red. For some reason, I thought they were using blue back cards in the final hand.
Okay.
Very good, Justice. You're just 3 steps away from putting it together.
Yes, sir!
Oh my god.
Are they forcing?
Here's the tutorial.
Listen, I know that you tried to do this, but I have no confidence that you've done it correctly, so I'm going to demonstrate. When examining evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles. Try using right stick, right stick, right stick, right stick to turn it every which way, and Y and X to zoom in and out.
Sir, what the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. I think I'm speaking in tongues. That should give you a better perspective on the case.
Okay, let's do this!
Yeah.
Well, has the defense found anything of relevance?
I think. Oh my god, it's not.
You didn't click on
You
it.
didn't-
Oh, for
We'll see what happens. think I found out that I found nothing out.
Perhaps you'd best examine the defendant's cards before leaping to any conclusions. Or maybe you'd rather examine these cards one more time.
Now, let's examine the other hand, actually. Guess I'll examine Mr. Wright's cards. Your Honor! The defense requests time to examine Mr. Wright's hand.
Granted, but make it quick, Mr. Justice.
Okay. Don't worry. Justice is always swift. Oh, God.
That was terrible.
God, why did I do that?
Okay, so
they're
Nick did
all
not
red.
cheat.
So there we,
Wait.
so right, so no, so they're all
Oh, so
red.
she swapped the cards then
Yeah.
that were on the table.
I guess so.
Card backs are red. For some reason, I thought that they were using blue cards in that final hand. Didn't you, Mr. Gavin?
Huh? Oh, Which was it now?
So now, so there's very clearly the blues deck of cards there. Is it possible that, did they have both of them on the table or something, and all the cards that are on the floor are the red cards,
Maybe.
and they're just
Yeah, or she just put the card deck down.
No, I get it.
What?
He said, so Nick said at the beginning, they had 2 decks of cards.
Yeah.
They'll have had one with red and one with blue, and they'll have been on the table the entire time so that you can be sure that no one interfered with them. And I bet what's happened is they were playing with the red deck now, and then they're the ones that are all over the floor. And then the guy tried
Yeah.
to cheat with the blue cards. But that's why there's the blue pack on the table. That isn't the pack of cards they were currently using. That was just that was just there to be like, look, no one's interfering with it.
Yeah.
I bet that's it. Specifically.
Maybe.
Justice is. What were you going to say, Taylor? Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I was going to say either that or, after Olga brained Shady, she kind of tried to put the scene back the way it was, but she didn't remember which deck of cards was on the table, and so she just put the blue ones down.
Yeah, which I think is equally possible. I think it's possible that she manipulated his hand, and that she didn't realize about the two color thing maybe, and don't do it. That she did the thing with the two. She didn't realize about the 2 different colors, and so she just was like, "Oh look, I put a different one down, and look, it's cheating." Oh my God! Look, they're a different color. We know. We've done this. Get silly game.
Well, has the defense found anything that they would like to share with the court?
And I guess we're gonna have to examine the others now. Not unless you count utter confusion.
Perhaps you'd best examine the victim's cards next. Of course, you can always give these cards another look.
Guess I'll examine the victim's cards. Only this time I'll do it when the game tells me to do it, rather than just looking at it in advance.
Granted, I suppose.
I can't believe I made the same mistake twice.
Let's
Okay,
see.
cards. Look, it's some cards. We've seen these. Yes, they're red. Oh, which was it now? Oh, look, a blue one. But what? What? That. I don't know what the hell happened to it. Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards. The back is a different color.
Yeah? Ah!
That's impossible! But I put that card in Wright's hand.
Oh dear.
What was that, Miss Orly?
No, Niet, I merely said, I have.
Your Honor,
Mr. Gavin? Yes?
tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker?
To cheat?
Why do you think I know? Excuse me.
I'll tell you.
Oh, so you know.
One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say. The dealer.
Oh!
Wait, so you mean this witness, Miss Orly?
She's the cheater. A professional, I'd wager.
Jesus.
Is she gonna one time fail to catch it and then it's gonna land on her head?
Maybe.
Order! Order!
Focus, Justice. Time to take it. Wait a minute.
Excuse me, Mr.
Excuse me.
Justice.
I'm not entirely sure that I like that sentence. Time to focus, Justice.
Time to take advantage of her mistake.
Good
Justice.
grief.
That's a little bit of
I
a
tried-
sussy statement.
I tried to
must
say it in
be
a way
said.
that implied that he sort of cut himself off as he was like, wait a minute, why am I saying this?
Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard.
I'm going to bone her.
Whoa!
Testimony.
You're about
Testimony!
You're about to be boned from
Oh.
a ten in an.
Oh
with your-
boy.
Oh dear.
That's impossible. But I put that gun in Wright's hand.
I'm going to screw you.
Oh,
Over with contradictions in your testimony.
this is not getting any
Ergo.
better, guys.
Ergo, Miss Olga Orly conspired to cheat not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady Smith. Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim.
What?
Wait, you don't mean the defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orly, are you?
I mean, really, Your Honor, this is something that kind of you should be used to this by this point.
Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am not guilty. The defense, the defense. Stop listening to my blue text. The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orly, of murder.
God, no.
Oh,
That was
wow.
convenient.
Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Miss Olga Orly?
It appears she has lost consciousness, Your Honor.
He's obviously a very weak heart.
Mr. Justice,
Your Honor,
it seems you presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith.
and that means?
This court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time.
Yeah,
What?
no. I did it. I held out.
I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
Oh, that was Nick.
Yes.
Objection!
Mr. Wright?
You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet.
What nonsense is the defendant spewing now?
But what nonsense is the defendant
Oh,
spewing now?
God! What?
nonsense is the defendant spewing?
Leave me alone.
But what?
I literally just had the dramatic interjection and everything, and now it doesn't mean anything. Much like my life after losing everything.
Oh boy. Anyway, on that note,
On that cheery note,
if you do like what we do, then please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and you'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for the next episodes, why not check out our other content? We've got plenty of stuff on the channel.
yeah, we've obviously just finished Great Ace Attorney, so there's all of that, and we're obviously still playing Professor Layton. I had to think because I always want to say Phoenix Wright. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Ace Attorney.
Professor
Attorney.
Layton versus Apollo Justice.
Professor Apollo versus Phoenix Justice.
Oh my god.
And with that, we'll catch you in the next one, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And remember, no matter how happy you are, sometimes things can get taken away from you when you least expect them, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you find yourself playing poker in the back alley dive bar with a Russian woman accusing